For some reason, affirmations get kind of a bad rap. I think there's a perception out there that affirmations are kind of like this fluffy, foo-foo, woo-woo, light, magical thinking practice, a form of escapism, a form of bypassing. And I get that. I think they can play that role in our personal development journey. But there's something more to affirmations that I want to make sure you're not missing, because they're one of the most accessible and powerful tools to really bring life transformation, right? But how can something that seems so simple, even so silly, be such a crucial tool in helping us really unleash and realize our fully embodied selves? It sounds kind of crazy. Let me ask you, though, if this sounds familiar. Tell me if you've experienced this. Tell me if it feels like often there's some kind of invisible barrier that stops you just when it feels like things are about to change. This could have to do with your big goals, your new ambitions, your resolutions. Maybe you have a moment or a period of just divine inspiration, imagination. You're in a daydream and you just get some clarity. You plan it out. You're inspired. Maybe you've taken a trip or a vacation and you get a fresh download. You saw a movie. You read a book that seems to have shifted your perspective. And now you're full of excitement. You're full of anticipation. And you just know that this is going to be the time that you have that breakthrough. Like, this time is different, man. I'm going to do it. Right? You get excited, you set the big goal, it's out there on the horizon, and you get started, but then the rubber hits the road. And what I mean is the rubber hits the road, and when that initial excitement has sort of burned itself up and it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty of it, and it comes down to the moment of applying those real daily actions, establishing the new habits that it's going to take to get you from here to that new version of yourself that realizes that goal. And that initial enthusiasm, that temporary dose of motivation is just not there anymore. You've hit the invisible wall. Does that sound really familiar? I think it probably does, because it's part of our human nature. There's an invisible wall that we hit. But you know what? Here's the funny thing. Obviously, that wasn't a physical wall outside of us. That wasn't even a wall in our conscious mind. Do you know where that wall was? In our subconscious, outside of our conscious awareness. This is what makes it so tricky. It's a story. It's the kind of story that we call a paradigm. It's a paradigm. A paradigm is a story about what we think is and isn't possible for ourselves. It's a story about who we are, about what we deserve, what we're capable of, what we can do. And this wall can really be a brutal truth because it's invisible. This is what makes it so frustrating. But the good news is there are tools, there are practices that we can begin to see the wall, and not just see the wall, but smash right through it. But we have to be willing to do the work. It's not magical thinking. It's not bypassing. In fact, it's the opposite. It's really doing the real nitty-gritty work from the inside out of finding that invisible wall and then skillfully working your way through it, around it, below it, whatever metaphor you want to use. We can get beyond that wall, and it's beautiful. Okay? And here's the thing. The only way we're going to realize that goal that we got really excited about is if we can get to the other side of that wall. Okay? And the real purpose of a goal, it seems like it's to achieve that thing or to have that thing, but it's not. That's just kind of the carrot. That's kind of the carrot that we've maybe subconsciously put out there for ourselves because we have this impulse to expand. And some part of us knows that without that carrot, we're not going to have the momentum to break through that wall. So let's bring it back to affirmations then. What's all this talk have to do with affirmations? As it turns out, this simple tool, affirmations, are what can help us unleash the version of ourselves that we need to to be at the same vibration as this goal that we see on the horizon. So how does an affirmation do this? An affirmation is like a code. It's like a program. And it's designed and engineered to reconfigure and retool those subconscious paradigms. It's the subconscious paradigms themselves that drive our behavior and determine the choices that we're making subconsciously. The actions that we're taking, they say 90% of the time just come from these automatically running background programs. And the paradigms are the software. So if we don't like the results that we're getting in our life right now through the actions that we're taking, then we have to get to the root of the actions. What's driving the decisions we're making? Because our conscious mind tells us we want to change. We want to be different. We want it to be different this time. We want to experience what it is to achieve that thing or be that thing. So it's not our conscious mind that's the barrier, but we're making decisions that are in contradiction to our conscious mind, what we're saying here. How can that be? That's because our actions are driven by these subconscious paradigms. And affirmations are one of the ways to change these paradigms. They're not the only way, and they're not the fastest way. And this is why so many people start affirmations and say like, this doesn't work for me. This is BS. Affirmations are kind of stupid, right? I understand why someone would have that impulse because they take time. I don't know how old you are, but imagine the number of years and years and years and iterations that it took to install the paradigms that you have right now. Now, luckily, it doesn't take an equal amount of years to overcome a paradigm, but it does take some time because you're having to penetrate the subconscious mind, okay? So these subconscious patterns were built over the course of your entire lifetime through repeated experience, thoughts that you keep repeating, emotions and feelings that you keep having. And most of the time, we don't even realize that we're just reinforcing them again and again. They're on autopilot, influencing those decisions and those habits that we're making. So this invisible wall that I was talking about just a minute ago, that's the paradigm, that's the program that's down here in our subconscious mind, and that's what affirmations can help us get to. So what affirmations let us do is intentionally interrupt the autopilot and present new empowering beliefs into the program, okay? To switch metaphors for a second, you can think of it as planting seeds in fertile soil. That fertile soil is your subconscious mind, and with a constant regime of nurturing, of watering, of caretaking for those seeds, they will sprout. But it's not instant. You don't toss seeds into your garden and walk out the next morning and get disappointed that they haven't sprouted, right? Affirmations work like this. It takes some time, okay? You're trying to reinforce new patterns. And this is why in the beginning, when you're trying an affirmation, it feels kind of awkward. It feels like you're lying to yourself. And in a way you are, but it's no more a lie than the paradigm that you have installed right now. It feels like a lie to you because you're so convinced, you're so comfortable with the habit of your old paradigm that you think that's just common sense, that's the truth. And this new idea that I'm trying to plant, that's just fancy thinking, that's just magical thinking. That can't be true. What if that one had been installed before the other one? You'd have the opposite feeling, right? There's a relativity to this. And so since there's this flexibility, why not choose the one that empowers you? Why not choose the program that helps you get to that version of you on the horizon that you got excited about before you hit that invisible wall, okay? So the process all begins by recognizing the paradigms that are currently holding you back, the walls that are currently there. Okay? Then you make the conscious decision that you're going to replace them. Then you design an affirmation to specifically replace that paradigm that's blocking you. So step one is this level of self-awareness. You have to know where the block is. Then you can engineer that new program that you want to install. And then you begin the process of repetition, repetition, right? And we are in a culture, we're in a time of instant gratification. And this is one reason why most people aren't really prepared to stick with an affirmation long enough to see the power it can have. So this is what I'm encouraging you to do. Try this tool, but try it earnestly for at least 30 days. At least 30 days. Every day. And there's different approaches to how you apply the affirmation. You can write it. You can verbalize it out loud. You can do mirror work. There's a lot of approaches here. And on the Purpose Lab community, I do have a little micro course on affirmations that kind of talks you through, number one, how to design an affirmation that's customized to you. And number two, how to work with it. And this is a topic that I really love. If you want some ideas and some advice, comment here. I'd love to hear what part of affirmations you struggle with. And let's see if you can get a fresh perspective on this powerful tool.